we're live. I'm going to throw myself under the bus for once. This is the archives of the Dungeons and Disasters. We are following the evil campaign. With that said, this D&D game is rated M for a mature audience, as it contains violent actions, coarse language, and mild drug use. Please click off this video if you or your child should not wish to watch it. That's right, threw myself under the bus for once.
Yay.
Jimus,
Yes.
you see a huge being in the sky echo out his echoing out. You can tell who it is. He has echoed, "Drop your false king and find the true Harold Chieftain."
What
Whatever
sort
you
of being does this look like to be up in the sky?
It's Grimish.
It's Grimish.
Ah,
He has taken the shape of cloud. He has taken his shape through the use of clouds.
I just look over to Black Cat's tomb.
It's just sitting there, being a tomb.
Really? You've got nothing to add to this?
Nothing. There's nothing.
I slowly look back up the sky. Do you need something?
It seems like that was an address to every being in the material plane. As the clouds return to their designated design. You see number 11 sort of just resting at the small monolith that was built to keep people trapped in the city walls.
Well, that's certainly something. Hello, number 11.
He looks like he's actually asleep.
I pick up a rock and I throw it at him.
It hits him. Oh. Ah. Oh, it's you.
Yes, it is me.
Oh, can't fry ya. He stands up. What do you need?
How are things going here?
Well, I managed to doze off, so I'd like to imagine they're going much better than other places.
Huh. Well, fair enough.
Ever since you got that title, a lot of people have been flocking here.
It is great, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know that slaves could come so willingly.
Yeah.
It's as if some people want purpose underneath some greater power than their own.
Jimus just nods.
It's good for me I didn't have a choice. Otherwise I wouldn't have chosen to do so.
Really? You wouldn't have chosen this life?
Of course not.
Huh.
I've heard that there's a great library in the continent to the east called the Sloane's Library. It's apparently 10
Heard
stories
about that
tall.
place.
Well, if some sources say correct, it is 10 stories deep.
Oh, that reminds me. There is a vault somewhere. Future me problem. I was wondering if you could locate a human. I believe they're human. Should be human.
Right? What do they look like? Any features that you can remember?
I cast Minor Illusion.
Alright. Would you like to send a picture of the minor illusion you were casting?
Yep.
And I shall say if they look close to what you depict. As you already know, they don't look anything like like what you know. Slash, you do know.
It's taking forever to export. There we
You
go.
got time.
It should look like one of those two individuals. Give or take a beard, maybe a haircut, and potentially a black shiny sword.
I'll see what I can do. He opens up the huge tome that he has, flipping through pages until he gets to a spell. As he takes a pen, or well, a quill, and sticks it into his thumb, drawing some blood, and writes in an incantation into this page. What's your passive arcana?
21.
21. You believe this is scrying.
Hmm.
As for the book, you're not sure why there's so many empty pages. But the pages that aren't empty seem to be. All of the letters seem to be brown. Even though he keeps writing in red, you can only imagine that it's because the blood dries and leaves the iron behind.
Fair enough.
As he finishes writing in the book, you see the page turn into a window. And you can, it is see through the eyes or see them in third person.
Sorry, what was that?
Is it see through the eyes or see in
See,
third person?
third person.
You can see them currently in between a location. They're currently talking to an individual. This individual is masked and seems to be babbling incoherently about this and that. They also seem to be a spectral being past that.
Do they have any glowing limbs?
Yes, their entire body is glowing.
Noted.
You have now seen no.
I actually just wrote down in my notes, no question mark.
Yep. No finally seems to just shake his head and walk off, last muttering that he wanted someone to fight.
I cast sending. Target no.
Alright. What do you say? You said, alright, right. Joey, give us a response. Send me a message as a response for that. 25 letters.
Okay, 25 letters.
Sorry, 25 words.
Okay. This is a question. Has no come across Mammoth before?
No, because Mammoth's on a different continent.
He was on this continent for a brief bit.
Yep.
Yeah, probably not in a timeline. Yeah, okay.
Especially where you are. You're not at the location
Yeah.
where you're waiting for us. While we wait for that, I shall continue on with, you will see that he continues to walk forward. You can see a huge tower of an obelisk of stone near him. As you see No just start walking up it vertically.
Hello!
As she
What is
sees-
barbarian? And where fight?
Oh, there's your response.
I teleport to them.
You teleport to them.
Yes.
Oh no,
Right.
this is gonna be bad.
Roll a d100.
Excuse me, I need a...
This is viewed once.
I can currently see it, can't I?
Yeah, but that's viewed once. Unless, of course, you're going to try and... Unless you want to go back to Define Court and try and explain why, because you can see something on a moving picture, you should be able to go there immediately.
No. That's not worth arguing. I've got enough teleport charges for the worst case situation. Okay. 36. Viewed once. I take... How much damage is that?
And I re-roll, don't I?
3d10, and you roll a 1d100.
Yep. Alright. 89.
On target.
On target. Lovely. You appear on top of the spectral being's chest as he is walking upwards.
Hello. I'm here to take you to Barbarian.
Hello, Hatman! What barbarian?
Strong man for you to fight. Because Noah is strongest, isn't he?
No, not strongest.
Oh.
Told Metal Man very strong. Metal Man stronger than No. But Metal Man good at fighting. Metal Man gone. What Hatman won again?
Can I see Zarfix?
You can see
Or
Theodore
Theodore?
walking off in towards location.
Well, first we go over to that person, and then I teleport you and that person to Strongman.
No, Hatman, go talk to.
So, to give you an idea on where you are at the moment, you're near that really big tower.
Yeah. What would be? What's the main color of Theodore's clothes?
Red.
Hatman, go talk to Redman. No, keep going up.
What's up?
Up.
How far away is Theodore?
So he's moving at a nice pace. He's not using 30 feet movement. He's probably moving at half pace because he's taking his time. This has been several days that have passed, by the way. So he's had time to start moving. Wait, has it been several days, or did you do that the same day that? No, you did it the same day. Alright. Well, not sure how he got all the way over there after you sent that message same day.
I would have probably taken a few days for me stuff.
Alright, cool. So he's less than 300 feet.
Cool. And I just yell out to him. Oh,
looks up.
Theodore!
He looks over towards you.
Is No still walking upwards?
No
Yes.
said he wouldn't be stopping. You're still going upwards.
Perfect. I just gesture for him to come over. Okay, it's time for us to go.
Can Hatman stop standing on those chests? Hatman wants to talk
sorry,
to
who
Redman.
are you?
Hatman. Hatman, get off No's chest. Hatman want to talk to the Redman? Go talk to Redman. No, go up.
As No would have full movement of that. I'm pretty sure he has what? How much movement now? At level 20?
Level 20 is Monk 5e. Let me just check.
Something like 60 or 70 feet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's only got. Yeah,
So you're now
he's
about,
only got 60 feet.
You're now about 160 feet off the ground.
Can you take me down, please?
Hatman appear on No's chest. Hatman do the magic stuff that Regal used to do. Hatman get down by himself. No, go up.
That's done on pizza.
Why?
Because No, go up.
Yes,
and
No
Hatman
go
want to
up.
talk to Redman.
Why No go up, though? Why not No go down?
Because No already going up. No already talked to Redman. Redman boring.
There's just a look of understanding on Jabus's face. Yeah, I suppose you would see him that way. But we go to fighter now.
No, find fighter later. No, go up first.
What is at the top of this? I look up. How far does this go up?
It goes past the clouds.
Oh, who's this?
I was looking.
It's Genesis.
Yeah, from
Genesis has appeared.
the way it looked. Continuation. You didn't check. I also
Anyway.
totally told you it wasn't after last week's session.
Anyway,
I sort of just step off casting Featherfall.
Goodbye.
No then breaks off into a sprint.
Yes, he does.
Because he didn't want to sprint while you're on his chest, just because he was a little worried he'd become, too top heavy, ended up falling down. That falling is not going up.
Yeah.
It's not about what happens when he falls, it's about the fact that he has to start all over again.
And no, go up, not down.
So you cast Featherfall, you can see that Theodore did not stop, he is still moving.
I'm going to Dimension Door over to him.
Can I help you?
Yes.
Okay. What do you need, a tour?
Well, I do believe you are on your way to some location, are you not?
He pulls out a map and points to a place that is still named The Island. I've heard sources that there's apparently something here, and someone has been contacting me from here. I had some arcane whiz look where it came from.
I just wave. Hi.
No, you are not the one who did that for me. Unless, of course, it turns out that the arcane whiz was a changeling, then I'm clearly being taken for a fool right now.
So do you want the good news or the bad?
I got jibbed, didn't I? That money's gone, and whatever I'm going to go find is not real.
No. The ring is very much real.
There's
I
a
did send
ring?
you on a quest to me. Jim sort of just thinks back over what he actually said to
Set a reward.
Yeah, I did say there was a reward in it for you too.
I thought the reward was knowledge.
Of course it's knowledge. All magic
Yes,
comes with knowledge. You've
Yeah,
just got to figure out how to use it.
I'm not here to learn about magic.
Jim sort of just looks disgusted. Explain.
Natural elements don't need to be altered by the arcane weave. They need to be kept how they are. Studied. Sorry if that offends you, but
Do you
that's
not like the cold?
I love the cold. Why do you think I study it?
Okay.
Magic, though, that's not my forte. I didn't get into this. I didn't get into the business of learning of the elements, or at least what happens when the elemental plane of air and the elemental plane of water combine. Are you just trying to get me to read you something in Aquan or Aryan? You just told me
No,
to
I've
do
got
that.
magic that solves those problems for me.
Of course you do. Take the lazy way out, wouldn't you?
I'm going to hold up the ring. So you don't want this? The Ring of Winters? The almighty Ring of Cold? There's no cold item more powerful than this.
Yep. He looked. He turned. He does an about turn. Guess I'm going back to the Bitter Guild. This was a tremendous waste of my time. And money. And resources.
Uh, Am I being
Starts-
punked?
No, you're not. I just am not a magic user. I prefer to learn about nature and the elements.
You tell me you're a fucking druid. Do not tell me you're a fucking druid.
What the fuck? What do I look like, a hippie? No, I'm closer to what would be considered a ranger.
I'm assuming there's a look of what's the difference on Jimus's face.
It sort of went from a look of disgust to a look of relief to a look of, so you're less than shit then.
He doesn't actually have a a class, and he doesn't even know what you're talking about. You know, park rangers, like forest rangers and mountain rangers and stuff like that. People who just go around making sure other people get to where they need to.
Do you keep a bird in a cage?
No, if I had a bird, it'd be dead by now because I don't have a place where I stay permanently. I've been in the Bitter Guild for years.
So you don't care about ice magic?
No. I don't care about magic, period. Never have. Most likely never will.
So if I was to teleport you 2 miles into the sky,
I'd die.
I, I wasn't prepared for this outcome.
Oh,
You are an absolute disappointment.
And what were you expecting? Me to be this grandiose person? No. Did you just hush me?
Yes, quiet. So, you're not even good with a sword? What about an axe? A bow?
I am a scientist. I am as good at a pen as I am a warrior their sword.
Jimus just nods.
I am as good at studying as a wizard is their art. I am not some magical being. I'm just Theodore. Always have, always will be. It would take a life-changing event to even change anything, but
Right,
considering
the
that...
avalanche! I forgot the avalanche!
What avalanche? Wait, did you pull me away from something?
Technically, yeah.
What are you? Who are you?
Who, me?
Yes.
You can call me your master.
No, I won't. That's left to magic users and their things. Unless, of course, you're going to tell me that you're also a fan of ice.
I just smile. See, back in my day, I had to listen to someone explain endless amounts of ice to me. I picked up a few things.
Oh? And back in your day, how old are you?
Depends what perspective you're looking at me from. I could be anywhere from negative to a couple million.
Can you just answer the question? Instead of
I
being
don't know
cryptic?
the answer.
Roll persuasion check.
12. I'm going
12.
to use lucky. 12 it is.
Yeah, no, this is a scam. I'm not gonna fall for this. You're gonna take all my money if I keep doing this.
I throw 1,000 platinum at him.
How do you throw it? In a sack?
No.
In a hail of thousands?
Hail.
So he grabs his backpack and holds it in front of him to shield himself from whatever's being thrown at him.
That's got to be worth, like, most of your existence.
He looks around at the platinum coins on the ground. I thought you were throwing, like, tiny daggers at me or something.
Do I look...
No, I don't know what you look like. All I know is that you've made assumptions of what I look like.
I cast minor illusion. See, this is you now. I point to that one. This is what I'm going to turn you into. You, future you. You, future you.
Yeah, nah. This is definitely a scam. He's gonna
Right,
start.
why am I having a discussion about this?
He starts walking off. I
I
know,
can't
right?
sleep.
Alright, roll the dice. There is a very slim chance that you won't actually put him to sleep.
28.
The only way that you wouldn't have been able to put him to sleep is if you rolled ones on every single die. But I still had to make sure that that didn't happen.
Hmm.
He passes out as he turns around.
I just look around at the 1,000 platinum on the ground. Donation. I pick him up. And then I teleport back to my city.
As you say donation, you can see a shambling vine come over and start scooping all of it up.
I teleport back to my city.
Not sure what a shambling vine's going to do with the money, but after it heard donation, it just sort of appeared and started taking all the money.
It follows rule 6. Don't make it a me problem.
However, you will have a +1 to your next survival roll.
Oh, cool. So once I get back to my place, do I get there?
Yeah. Because you remember where it is, and I'm pretty sure you have everything
Yeah,
you
I
need to get there.
got so many things from here.
Yeah.
I sort of just throw him to the ground.
And who is this?
His name is Zarfix. He will tell you his name is not Zarfix, but his name is Zarfix.
Right. So he's not slave number 151.
His name is Zarfix.
Jimmy says almost to himself.
Alright. Oh, we have a visitor here too. Just as you came here, someone came teleporting in.
I slowly turned my head.
They'll meet you inside the first house that we commandeered.
Alright. Right. Do you know how to make ice arms.
Do I look like someone who does ice magic? I do all magic.
I shrug. Can you do me a favor?
Hmm?
You know Theodore was Zarfix's right arm?
Right.
Can you go ahead and remove it? I don't want him to bleed out or anything, but... Yeah.
What are you trying to do with this individual, might I ask?
I grab the wand of conducting out and I play Mulan, I'll make a man out of you.
Do you even know how to do that?
That's why I've got you, best buddy.
Does it look like I know how to make someone into that sort of thing? I think you need to get someone a little more eager to do such a thing. I could look into it.
I give a thumbs up as I walk over to the building.
The door opens as you approach it.
I walk in.
So, this is the great Jimus, I see.
Hello.
I see you. You know, you don't need to see me at the moment. Not until I know that you're friend, not foe. What is boss doing? Or should I say, my former right-hand man?
Conquering towns, I think?
What is his plan?
I have never cared enough to ask.
Already not looking too much of a friend to me. If you don't have that information, I see no reason for
I
us to
assume he just
talk.
wants to conquer, gain power, gain riches, and eventually be king or something.
Interesting assumption. Though, why would you not know, being such a high up individual in such an organization? Anderson is meant to trust you, right?
Who?
Anderson.
Right, that's boss's actual name.
Is there someone else I should be talking to about this?
No, I'm probably the most likely one. Jim's is sort of trying to figure out where he is in the room.
Roll a perception check.
20.
You look over to where the voice is coming from, but you see nothing. I see you're trying to look for me. The voice seems to have moved location.
Well, yeah.
You know what spell can easily change where I am talking from?
Oh, a half dozen ones.
It's a cantrip.
I
So,
would have just gone with message or telepathy or anything like that, but hey, what do you want from me? How can I help?
this place. I need a hub. Agree to this, and I shall explain to you what I am. Do not agree to this, and your days in the chance of being in the immortals are numbered.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Now, this number 11 you talk of, bring him here.
I open a door, point at number 11, and then snap my fingers and gesture over here.
He seems to have been talking to an individual that looks like the same sort of getup as as Corollas was wearing. He walks over to you. What is it now?
Your friend's in here.
My friend?
Just come on. I just gesture inside.
So, number 11. Is he trustworthy?
I wouldn't trust me as far as you can throw.
I was about to say the same thing. Well, until I can see that you're a friend or foe, let me tell you that you are now under my study, until otherwise noted. This is not a choice. This is what happens. You can have your little empire that you've created. This island is all yours, but you'll always be under me, until I deem differently that I can see you as an ally.
Okay.
Good. Also, Meta, I just realized something, Jivis, and I'll talk to you about that after the session in Lehman's.
Yeah.
You'll probably get a bit of a laugh out of it. What are you doing, Cindy? So, he reveals himself as he walks towards you, as he walks around a corner.
No, it's you.
You can know me as the Master.
Just sort of point out the door to Zarvix and then point back at him, and I point back out the door to Zarvix and I point back at him.
That is none of my concern. That is your pet project, not mine.
Each their own.
And the way you seem to be dealing with your pet projects is having others deal with them themselves.
Delegation.
You're lucky that all the immortals are here today to look around, scope out the place.
Yes. I look him dead in the eye. Lucky.
Well, you're very lucky. Means that this place is the most protected place it's ever been.
Hmm.
You don't believe me?
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm unfazed.
Interesting. So you do not respect the power?
I respect it, but it's just. Well, I've been dealing with things up here as I gesture up high. And this sort of lands somewhere here, and I pointed about head height. I know I'm down here, and I pointed about waist height. But up here, and I point as high as I can again. This puts it in perspective.
Mm-hmm. Well, while you're still dealing with mortal beings, let me be clear. that you are going to be one of our informants. Anything you learn, you shall put through to us. Until such time as I can deem you worthy of anything else, that will be your job. Even if it ends up cross-referencing with others that I have in my employ, should I say. I also had a lovely chat with your little... What did you say? He sort of puts up his hand to the same sort of height. Black Hat.
Right.
He seems to have a disdain for me.
Guess he could fit a hat right there.
You feel a large mantle gauntlet grab you on the shoulder. Out of the way, Pipsqueak.
I look at them.
You see a Goliath wearing a large black gauntlet with many red rubied rings on it.
Let me guess. Metal Fist.
Pipsqueak and Stupid? You never get those two together. I'm Mountain. And that's... I'm Mountain Twister. And I'm about to twist you
Why
in
would you
half if you
twist
don't get in the way.
mountains?
Because it's fun. Also, you shall get that image as well.
I'll never understand Barbarian. Or Goliath, sorry. One names themselves after their acts of death, another one names himself after their really angry fist, and now you're naming yourself after an action that you conduct with mountains. Jimus just shakes his head.
You're going to move, or am I going to have to chuck you over the map?
Jimus takes
points.
two steps to the right.
He walks in, past the master. Don't worry about him. He's a bit of a racist, actually. He finds that anything that is not Goliathian in nature is below him.
Oh, I didn't actually even pick up on the racism. You know who I hang out with, right?
Yes, I do. However,
Egofist
one
isn't
of them,
racist.
however, Axtep isn't exactly one to be that either. He's letting other races into his marauders.
Well, yeah, I was more talking about the magic user side of things.
Oh yeah, he has the same idea out of that too.
Oh, he's 2 for 2.
The one thing that he does know is his place, which is below me.
Well, he's not doing a very good job at it as I look up at his height.
Just because something's tall doesn't mean that it's going to be stronger than me.
Fair.
Each one of them I have bested in my own ability. One day when the immortals dissolve after I have died, I'm sure you shall make your own sort of thing.
Oh no, I'm here on vacation at the moment.
You're here on vacation. This is your island. How could you possibly have a vacation here?
You should have seen the people I was dealing with beforehand. Oh, this place is... It's a bit easier to cope with. Do they say anything to that?
You're gonna have to repeat that, sorry.
Which part?
The last part.
Oh, you should have seen some of the people I had to deal with. It makes this place look so peaceful. So peaceful.
Then you're not doing enough, are you?
Each your own. So you just want information on what were they called? The yellow people. Not the Marauders. Misfits. The Misfits.
I wanted to get some information off you before I had anything else. Now I have the information and I don't particularly care anymore.
Jimis just sort of shrugs. It's always that way with information, isn't it?
Yep.
You always want it until you know what it actually is.
But now you're one of our informants. He taps the table. There's a sending stone. The sending stone is... it looks a lot more ornate with the same red orcish steel trim on it. Take it.
Alright. I take it.
As you grab it, he says, now this is not your ordinary sending stone. This is going to make sure we can see if you're lying or not through your face. He pulls one out that he has, and you see a head appear on yours, a spectral head appear. And we'll be able to keep in contact seeing your face to make sure that you're not lying.
Jimis just has a massive smile on his face. These things are awesome.
Each individual has one, as 11 pulls out his own. And we've been keeping an eye on you for a while. Though number 11 expected his time was up, you were acting a little strange around him.
That's where your other eye has been. So is that his actual name, number 11?
That's the name you gave him, and that's the name he's running with.
I like it.
Though, were you on his trail? Did you know that he was something different?
Well, I mean, can never rule it out.
Answer the question.
What I did, just not in a way that you like.
Right. Well, in that case, it's inconclusive. You can go. Number 11, stay.
And I walk out.
The door is closed behind you as you leave. What do? You can see that there is a individual currently bending over and looking. In fact, it's a familiar face. It's Corollas.
I just wave at him. Hello there.
Heard you needed a torturer.
Right, yes! Right this way. Oh, Zarfix!
Zarvik is still asleep.
I walk over and kick him in the shin.
He wakes up. Looks like you're about to lose your number 11, by the way. He's either going to be sent somewhere else or killed.
Oh? But I like number 11.
Well, you should have been more decisive with your answer, shouldn't you?
As long as it's not a me problem.
Well, you'll be taking up his spot as the information gatherer if he dies. That means you're doing the job of two individuals, so it becomes
Nope,
your
I
job.
turn around and start walking back to that building. Walking with a purpose.
Man,
Lol.
man, does Corollas know how to work this?
So you get
Straight
back
up to the
you
door.
get back to the door. The door is closed. What do you do?
I'm hammering on the door.
The door opens, and it's the Goliath. What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Hey, yeah, I was aware of him. Please do not kill him. I need him to not be a me problem.
They
Don't
shut the
make
door.
work a me problem.
They shut the door. What do you do now?
I walk over to a window.
The window is shut.
I throw a coin at the window.
No response.
I throw another coin at the window.
No response.
I lightning bolt the window.
The window explodes as the door is broken open and the Goliath thunders over to you and grabs you on the shoulder. Do you allow him to grab you on the shoulder, or he attempts to grab you on the shoulder?
I just let him grab me on the shoulder.
You better have a good reason for attacking our headquarters.
Alright, I did just give you this building. Yeah, I've got a very good reason. Please do not kill number 11 or send him away.
He looks down at you, just glaring at you.
Do not
Well,
underestimate how little I like things becoming a me problem.
as Corollas walks up to you, and just sort of pats the hand, that the giant gauntleted hand, and the Goliath takes his gauntlet off of your shoulder. I think what he's trying to say is that he likes not him problems, and he likes being able to not have to sit in a different location each week. However, you have already made it abundantly clear that you don't need number 11 here anymore.
There is a difference between need and want.
Yep. And because there is a difference between need and want, you don't need him here because you have enough individuals here to not have a you problem. What was that person? Number 1? I'm sure he could make sure the town continues to work smoothly.
I sent him back to his family.
Oh, shame. Looks like you're gonna have to find some new people that would
Wait,
work
no,
out well.
I'm hiring him to come back here, yeah.
You know, for someone
This is
who's meant to be an information gatherer, you're certainly sending mixed messages.
I just placed my hand on their shoulder. It's been a difficult few weeks.
I'm sure it has been. They sort of just pat your hand. I'm sure it has been, as they sort of try and pick it up and drop it as if it's like some foreign object.
So about Zarf, I turn over to look where Zarfix was.
He's running. He's just out of here. He's just running down the street towards the gate.
Oh, the futility.
He's yelling,
A
"Guards,
dimension
help!
door.
Help!"
Please tell me people are just looking at him weird because he's
Yeah,
doing
people are looking
yelling.
at him weird, and he's yelling, "Guards, help! Help!" You dimension door in front of him.
Yep.
Alright. He sort of runs headfirst into you. He's going to attempt to bowl you over.
Jims is going to attempt to trip.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess that's an acrobatics versus athletics.
Yep.
Let's see what you get.
Lucky. And just to be sure, class ability. 24.
Alright, so he tries to bowl you over, and you sort of just use his weight against him as you sort of push him into the ground as he's knocked out.
I
You
walk
got
over and I kick
double.
him in the ribs.
You got double his check.
I walk
kick
over
him
and
in
kick
the
him in the
ribs.
ribs.
Alright, roll an attack. With advantage, because, they're on the ground. Because they're not moving, this is going to be a crit, too.
Damn.
You still
8.
miss. You still miss.
Well,
go
at
to
least he's not
kick.
conscious to see this.
You go to kick, and you miss somehow.
Oh, what Angus would have given to see that.
I sort of grab him
You
by
know
the
what the
hair.
fun fact is?
What?
That Angerfist is currently a higher rank in the Immortals than Jimis is.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
I sort of grab him by the hair, pull his head back so his mouth's open. I just pour a healing potion down his throat.
Right? You've healed him. He's still unconscious, though.
And now I'm slapping him.
Right? Roll a medicine check. And yes, I'm going to tell you now, you'll have to beat the acrobatics check you got. So,
I can't.
Alright, you slap him! What is that? That's 3 6s. In a row.
Ooh,
Yep.
evil
You know
number.
what? You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. And that's with the 20 3 times. For the rest of today, you are going to have small horns.
Okay. I'm continuously slapping him, noting the horns, just accepting them as a new reality.
Alright.
Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up.
Well, roll again. Continuous slapping, just you swear that his cheeks will be so bruised that his whole face may be mistaken for a discolored tiefling at some point.
I sort of just grab him by the hair and start dragging him over
Hair or
towards the
hand?
guy. Hair.
Right. You go to turn around, and you see Corollas is just standing there with a smug look on his face.
Can you wake him up?
He takes out a small thing, a small vial, puts it underneath the nose. Epsom salts, they do the trick.
Perfect.
As he as Theodore starts coughing and sort of opens his eyes. What the fuck's going on? Oh,
Hi there.
his face is just like, what are you fucking doing to me?
I reach
Just let
into
me
my
go.
bag, grab out a handful of platinum coins, and I just start taking them out individually and tossing them at him.
Oh God.
He gets up and he's going to start running again.
And then I catapult those platinum coins at him,
Oh,
aiming for his right
3d10.
arm.
Oh, for his right arm, alright. Roll an
He needs
attack.
to make a
This
dex
is
saving throw.
a dex saving throw. Because we know how good Theodore is with dex saving throws. What does he have to beat? What does...
24!
Well, that's a shame because he can't.
Catapult 3d10 or 3d8? 3d8. 17 bludgeoning. Bludgeoning? Bludgeoning damage.
Be hitting him with the flat side of the coins.
So they go into his arm and he falls over.
I walk over and I pour another healing potion down his throat.
Alright, give me a sec. He'll need to make one con save, well, not con save, one death save throw. Alright, and you pour a drink down their gullet. As the wounds heal up, and now the coins are permanently lodged in his arm.
Hey, I just
Preventing-
increased his net worth.
by 30 gold. Right, he wakes up. Fuck are you?
Oh, I did introduce myself. I am your master.
Guards! Help! Guards!
Yes, guards. Help.
Rollers comes over. So, when are you going to tell him?
I gesture for some of the guards to come over.
There are no guards.
I
You
gesture for some of the slaves to come over.
The slaves come over.
What would you like them to do, Zarfix?
Which one of them is Zarfix? He looks around.
You.
I'm Theodore. You've
No,
got the
you're
wrong person.
Zarfix.
You've got the wrong person. I'm not
I just look him in the eyes. You are Zarfix.
I'm Theodore.
No, Theodore, you're Zarfix. But it's Theodore.
You are Zarfix.
I'm Theodore. You've got this all wrong. I'm not a Dragonborn.
Yet.
You're
So,
crazy.
how would you like them to help you? Do you want them to gang up on me so that you can try and escape? Or do you want to help them fight me or something? Do tell me. In fact, I look at the two slaves. You need to do exactly what he says. Understood?
They nod their heads.
So, Zarfix, what do you want to do? What do you want to have them do?
I'm not Zarfix.
And counterpoint, do I
You have-
have magic that won't kill him?
Probably not. Not at this point. He's on one health. Well, no, he's not on one health. Roll a healing potion. It's what, 2d4 plus 2? You're using minor healing potions, right? Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
Axe of martial class. You could just flick them and still inflict like 1 point of damage.
I cast Magic Missile. 2 targeting me, 1 targeting him.
Alright. Can you target self? Is that a bit? Is that?
There's nothing in it that specifies you
You
can't
can
target
target
yourself.
4 creatures. It does not say you cannot target yourself.
Alright.
So if you have a barbarian with a brooch that autocasts that, you can keep raging for hours.
Or a minute.
2 force damage, I reaction cast shield against myself.
As the bolt hits him, I'm not fucking Zarfix.
It's okay, Zarfix. It's okay.
I'm Theodore Cedric. I am not a dragon fucking born. You've got
I
the
pour
wrong
out
fucking
1,000 copper
person.
on the ground.
What are you doing?
I know what's going to happen now. Later on, the real Zarthix is going to show up and say, "Who the fuck are you, Zarthix?"
Oh, here's the thing, right? Before we continue, meta. This is Zarfix. It's
Yep.
just the problem is that because
He hasn't gone through the
he
traumatic
hasn't gone through the traumatic experience of an
Oh,
avalanche that he has no idea how that happened, and then finding a castle on top of a mountain.
So
You could say this is Zarthix. He just lacks the necessary experiences to be
He
Zarthix.
lacks the push to become that lawful evil individual he is. Alright? I'm not fucking Zarfix. I'm
not
not.
yet.
Stop saying that. I'm not.
And counterpoint, I polymorph him into a squirrel.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
Which he also can't succeed in. So he turns into a squirrel. The squirrel proceeds to start running. Anything?
I wait for it to get 60 feet away.
It gets over to a house and starts running up the side. As it gets to the top, it
I end
grabs
concentration.
a nut. It grabs a nut as he appears, now holding a nut on top of the roof. What the fuck am I doing up here?
Magic.
Why am I holding a nut? He puts the nut down. He notices how far he is away from you, and he runs behind the roof. He's now going to attempt to stealth. You see him duck and weave and try and pretend he's stealthy through the alleyways.
Jimus casts Hold Person.
Wisdom save. Fails.
And then he just walks towards him. You know, this might take me a week or two, but I'm gonna get my Zarfix out of you. Whether I have to leave you on a mountain or not. How do you feel about avalanches?
He just looks at you, quite terrified.
Now, do you want to become something of some substantial power? Or do you want to remain this?
He's continuing to look at you terrified.
I end the hold person.
He falls over and sort of starts backing up until he hits like a wall of a building. You're pure evil. Get away from me.
No, 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 no. I've met pure evil. I'm much worse.
I'm not sure if I should bring Demigorgon here now.
Yes.
Demigorgon has no reason to be here at the moment, though. Get away from me. Just let me be.
Sure, I'll let you be Zarfix.
Or just let me be. Do not continue this, please. Are you quite done with, being like this? Because he's not gonna stop. Corolla says.
Yeah, toss him in a...
He takes out a flask and hands it to you. Just, when you're ready, force him to drink this. I
What's
think
this
he's
do?
got this. Why would I tell you when he's right here? It's
Fair
mystery
enough.
liquid.
Tell you what, if you drink this, I'll consider letting you go.
He looks over at Corollas. Are you one of his lackeys? Please, no. I'm not one of his lackeys. He's one of mine. His eyes sort of widen in shock. Where am I? Oh, what did you call this place when we settled here?
I don't know, the domain of Jimus?
Domain of Jimus, but no, what's this city's name?
Celestia?
Celestia. Welcome to Celestia. What kind of sick, twisted name is that? He asked you a question. Are you going to drink that or not? He just looks over at you, Jimus. Looks at
Hi.
the drink. Looks over at Corollas. Gulps and gets up and goes to break for another sprint. I'm not hearing you try and stop him.
Do I just sort of look over towards the gate?
Oh, he's not running towards the gate. He's running into the town now. He's trying to find a way to break your eyesight with him.
I cast fly and fly up.
You see him constantly looking behind him, and he sees that you can see that it looks like he thinks he's lost you as he stops running and starts.
I sort of float vertically above him.
The one thing that gamers never do.
Look
Look
up.
up. He gets to a house that looks like it's abandoned as he sort of walks
I drop a
into
coin
it.
on him.
Before he walks in,
Yep.
he looks up and he sees you. He runs into the house and shuts the door.
Oh no! My one weakness. Doors.
He's now going to roll another stealth. What's your passive perception anyway? I want to know.
What is 23?
23. So there's no way that he could even passively sneak away. This is a horror movie for this dude.
You know these buildings are made of wood, right? You know, if you had some cold magic, you'd be able to put out the fires that I'm about to create.
You hear him stepping away from the front door as if he's going towards what he hopes is a back door.
I walk in.
So you just open the door and walk in.
Yep.
You see him slipping out the back door. You heard him slipping out the back door as he starts breaking off into a sprint again.
I go back out and fly vertically up.
You can see him making a sprint as you can see Black Hat currently walking towards him.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I fly over.
Black Hat's now running just behind him, just sort of nonchalantly.
So what are we running from, friend?
So what are we running from, friend? Ah!
I'm going to fly over to him and catch up to him, and then I'm going to fly right next to him.
Black Hat's visage disappears as you fly next to him.
Hi!
What the fuck's going on?
Well, I've got this ring for you. I hold up the Ring of Winters again.
I'll take the drink. I'll take the drink.
And I hold out the drink.
Right. He takes it and he skulls it as he falls over.
Just a
you
quick
see-
question for this.
Yeah?
Does he have to be willing to put the ring up?
He's got to try and attune to it. So
Sure.
whatever
He
process that occurs.
Yeah. So, you then see a portal open behind his head. Would you like to enter Theodore's mind?
Yes.
Would you like to bring anyone with you? Black Hat's feeling generous.
I'll bring Black Hat.
No, not as in him coming. One of the
Oh.
clans.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he means one of us.
Genesis. I'm bringing Genesis.
Okay, cool. So you're bringing Genesis with you. Genesis, roll me a charisma saving throw as you feel a spell being cast upon you. Why did you have to bring the person? Or why did you have to get the person who's currently probably AFK doing something else?
He did just speak.
Well, yeah, he did just ask you a question.
So that doesn't mean
Not
that
bad, yeah.
much in regards to him.
I had to refresh the page.
Right, yep.
Charisma saving throw. Here we go.
Right, so Genesis, you appear next to Jimus, next to an unconscious individual with a portal swirling around its head.
We're going in there.
We're going on
Looking
a trip.
here, look down at him. Look at the portal. 10 gold.
I hand him a platinum.
Yep. Okay. Do I drag him with us or what?
I think that might be more like Inception. I walk through the portal.
We're going on a
So,
trip.
to give an
in our
idea, the portal
favorite
sort of
rocket
looks
ship.
like a tiny swirling volcano, not volcano, hurricane. So you'd have to jump from above to fall in. It's not
I tap my
walk through.
heels together 3 times and jump in.
That tastes like home.
As you see Jimus jump in, his form changes size rapidly until he disappears.
Yeah. Just Genesis's thought process is very simple. He's already paid me. If he hadn't paid me yet, I could debate whether or not to go in. But
So, as you both enter, you find a world that is now definitely in tatters. This world is a university. You see a visage of an individual that is currently in the center of what looks to be a small park of this university. This individual seems to be inside of a cage, locked away.
I'd like
With
to
three
manifest
different,
my understanding of Zarfix in this
with
world.
with three different, sorry, not three, four locks keeping that cage closed.
I'll walk over and I'll also try to manifest my understanding of Zarfix in this world.
So you're gonna try and how you can do that?
Exert my will.
Alright, roll me a wisdom check.
I'll be back.
Alright,
15.
15.
Ah, wisdom. So is this just a wisdom?
This is a
So
wisdom check.
just the modifier.
Yeah, just the modifier. You do not seem to be able to do such a thing.
16.
What are you trying to exert your will over?
Huh?
What are you trying
Oh,
to exert your will?
I thought you told us both to do one.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh well, it was worth a shot. Let's take a look at who's in that cage.
You can't
What was
see,
that?
they seem blurry.
What was
As
worth a
if they're
shot?
not quite coherent. Not quite there, not quite structured yet. Each lock has a different looking key.
Genesis asks Eugemus what was worth a shot.
Exerting my will over this reality. You never know whether you can control a reality with your will or not until you try.
You see that with each key, seems to lead to a path that goes to a different door.
I'll walk
Each
through to
door
the first one.
seems. Alright, so you walk through the first door that you see.
Yep.
Not even gonna bother about what symbols are what.
Nope.
Roll me a d4.
1.
1. So, you find a large library. Along with a Theodore currently working at the desk. How may I help you, gentlemen?
I'm after a key.
A key. He opens up a huge tome. You'll find a key in T. Yes, you'll find a key in T.
I'm gonna walk over there.
You see that the library has been segmented. It looks like you're going to have to jump from area to area. Looking down, it looks like if you were to fall, you might not get out.
I attempt to cast fly.
Right?
And while he's doing this, Genesis is going to try and impose his will upon this reality.
Right. Well done. Roll a wisdom check on that, Genesis. As for Jimus, roll us a D100.
58.
58. You cast fly.
Am I able to fly?
Are you?
I'm attempting to fly upwards.
You fly up 5 feet.
I attempt to move around.
Right, you move around pretty well.
Cool. I'm gonna make my way over to the bookshelf area.
Right, you go past locations, you go from A to Z, and T seems not to be there.
There was a very easy way Tox could have screwed you over there, Jibus. And that was as soon as you went over the edge, you dropped.
I could, but that would go against the rules of Fly. You cannot seem to find T. You ended up finding one though. Somehow you found one.
Okay.
The
This
one.
is going to walk through one of the doors.
Give me a sec. All of the letters and were jumbled as well.
All right. I fly over to the theater in the library.
Did you find everything okay?
No, where's the key?
The key is in T.
And where's T?
Well, someone decided that they would make all of the letters lowercase, so it should be T. And he sort of makes a lowercase T.
Where would that be?
Well,
In between S and U.
it should be between S and U. I sent you what it looks like as lowercase.
I go back over to the one.
You go back to the one, and you can see that all the books are upside down in this area.
I start flipping through the books.
All right, roll me intelligence saving throws.
26.
26. All right, so good news is the first book you grab doesn't start giving you any sort of psychic damage. Are you sure you want to just start flipping through all the books?
I look for the correct one.
Alright, roll me a perception check. Now, Genesis, did you say you're going through another one of the doors?
Yep.
Alright, roll me 1d3, unless of course you're choosing one of the ones that you see.
One.
1. So to the door next to the one that just got opened, you walk over and you open that door. Inside you find a small room. This room is filled with camping equipment, study equipment, just the works. Eunice, you cannot seem to see it yet.
I start walking through the place.
Right? Everything is neatly placed around. You see what looks to be a Theodore, currently seated, checking out his some of his gear as he is putting it away into a bag.
Hello.
I'll take another look for it.
Oh, hey there. This is a private residence. How'd you get in here?
There's a correct answer here.
An ass teleported me and paid me to help him figure out what the fuck is to unlock a cage. I think back there. I'm looking
That's
for
not
the
the
key.
correct answer.
Okay, well, you've got
I have
the
no
right
fucking
course.
clue. And for clarification, I have no fucking clue how I got here.
Well, we'll just turn around and off you trot. This is some sensitive stuff here, and I'd rather you go.
Genesis just does this slow look around.
All right, roll a perception
Can't be-
check if you're looking for the key.
Oh, I'm looking for the key, but he's also looking at everything else because it's like, what?
Demas, roll your perception.
Possibility.
Right, yep.
Wow.
What is with you? Rolling the same number. What is this? Roll again. I want to see if you get 7 again.
That's meant to be plus 13. Hmm.
Anyway, so Genesis, roll a perception check.
Yep. $30.
Okay, you see the key. Happens to be the tent.
The one he's dealing with?
No, he's dealing with other equipment. There's a large tent. What are you going to do, considering it looks like a key?
You need that?
Yes, that's how I'm going to sleep.
Don't you know you can just use a bedroll, bit of rope, hang it between a pair of trees?
Oh yes, mister, I've been into the tundra before. Tell me how you'll survive out in the wilderness. I'm sure you let kids die in the snow before.
Fucking hell, man.
Maybe he doesn't
I
need
have no
to be
idea
sassy.
what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
But I'm
Now let me be
kinda
with
gonna
my
need
work.
that tent.
Well, you can go get your own. I'll tell you where I got it.
You say I could kill any of them? No, he didn't. Hmm.
He also didn't say you couldn't.
Yeah. He didn't specify that you couldn't, which means that he doesn't know. So I mean, what's the problem if you do?
Fucking quick draw him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a choice. The tent or your life.
Just leave it.
Just quickly, I have to go through another 2 doors.
What? What kind of question is that? Security. I'm gonna need a roll. That good old initiative for me, buddy.
Oh, awesome. If this is right. Yeah, 18's not that bad.
Shoot them in their stupid face.
Joke's on you, but because it's his
The
mind,
security,
he
not
gets
Zarfix.
Joke's on Genesis. Because it's Zarfix's mind, he can decide who goes first.
As you find yourself transported to another location. you're not familiar with these individuals, but these individuals are very familiar with what you're doing, and you seem to be some sort of ruffian. How foolish of them to think such a thing.
It's gonna really suck for the first one because he's not gonna know what hit him. Well, initially.
Can you see the
It
initiative?
wasn't even a good joke.
Yep. Was it meant to be a joke?
Genesis, go ahead and put your initiative in. Now, I shall roll.
Even though I've got a very high initiative modifier, I roll low in initiative.
You and me both. You and me both.
Yeah, but then like the two people who don't have very high initiatives but have advantage, they roll decent but still lose to you two.
Alright, so first up is the guy in the middle. He's going to move 30 feet. Alright, your turn, Genesis.
Yes. 1 second. Let's just
One.
quickly bring this up so I know what the fuck this is. This thing actually is.
5.
Oh, sorry,
10.
but that doesn't matter.
15.
Okay, so 1.
3.
I'm moving back.
20.
5.
30.
5.
85.
35 feet.
Right.
Now I'm gonna shoot this guy in the face.
First one.
Yes, red eye.
Red eye or dead eye?
Yeah, they're two very different things. Are you sure you're not going for the pink eye?
Yeah.
I feel like pink eye's better than brown eye.
Yeah, but red eye, black dragon, you know?
That's true. Oh, but red eye's black dragon's pales in comparison to blue eye's white dragon.
I know, it's his younger brother.
Glorious.
With dead eye shot.
Right.
Wait,
You
did
miss.
that? Okay. At least tells me it's lower than an 18. And then I'm just
Higher than an 18.
Man. We're gonna hit him again.
Right. You hit.
Awesome. And this one. 11 damage.
Alright, cool. It's now the right side one's turn. You can move 30 feet. Left side one's turn. And move 30 feet. And the other one is going to move 30 feet. And now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot this guy again. Fuck it. 1. With dead eye.
You hit.
And 2. And I miss.
And you hit.
24.
Okay. Then it's just 2 of these. 19, 15. Damagios.
It fades into
34.
mist. Anything else?
Then I'm gonna action surge.
Right.
So I can attack this guy.
Which one? Left or right?
Right.
Right.
Action Surge only gives you one more attack, right?
No,
No, it
gives
lets you take your.
Oh,
It gives
in
you
that case.
your entire action, your attack action back.
30
Because
and
the
25.
because the extra attack is just added to your attack action.
30
Yep.
crits.
Crit and hit. 32 damage.
That's your turn.
He's just looking at the last guy with the barrel just slowly move towards him.
God's turn. They're gonna dash. And now it's your turn.
Oh, that's awesome. That's excellent. I'm going to shoot him twice.
Alright. Make your other attack.
Fortunately, that's all my crit now.
The first one hit. Second one missed.
Okay. 19 damage.
Alright.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use the Shadow Kai step thing,
Right.
which allows me to teleport 30 feet to a point I can see.
Alright.
Which will be here. And then I'm going to move 35 feet.
God's turn. They're going to
That was just a nope action.
they're gonna dash over to you. And now it's your turn.
Excellent. I cannot use that anymore. 21 doesn't hit. 28.
This is at
And
advantage, right? Or do you have something that stops just from being disadvantaged?
Sorry?
Do you have something that stop close range shots from being disadvantaged?
Crossbow expert.
Alright. So first one hits, second one does not.
Wouldn't the first one not hit and the second one would?
You mean 28?
21, 28, and the 16's damage.
Oh, yeah. Second one hits, and first one hits as well.
Oh, in that
Yeah.
case. 10.
So you find yourself back at the front door of the same location. Do you enter it once more?
Yes.
Right, everything looks the same. You see him stuffing something in
Yep.
to a bag.
Do I still see the tent?
Yeah, the tent's still there.
I grab the tent and I leave.
Alright. How do you grab it?
That's a good question.
Wait, did he have the tent set up in the room?
Yep.
Man, he's not working with a lot of space in there.
It's a 10 by 10 foot room. Well, not 10 by 10 foot. It's a big enough room to have the tent set up and then have all of his gear around the tent. He's just
Okay.
making sure he has everything he needs, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can't really drag it, can I?
Timus, while this is going on, would you like to roll your perception check?
That's also meant to be 13.
You
Wow.
still are not finding it. In fact, by this time, I'm going to need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw.
23.
23. You see the entire library shift. The section you're at is no longer T.
I walk over to look for tea again.
You find a capital T this time.
I'm going to search there.
Roll a perception check.
29.
29. You finally see a book that is called The Key.
I
It
take
is a
the key.
It is a key-shaped book. Or a book-shaped key, should I say.
Hmm.
Hmm. Need to check something quickly.
Who's buying?
It's not really gonna work.
No. Excellent.
Okay. Jims is going to take that book and leave the area.
Did you find what you need?
I believe so.
What? He grabs a stamp. Go to stamp that book.
I hand the book out to be stamped.
He stamps it and hands it back to you. Alright, have a great day.
Thank
You
you.
know what would have happened if you didn't do that? Security would have been called, the book would have disappeared from your hand, and you would have had to fight. And then you would have had to go look for it again.
That sounds heavily inconvenient for me.
I know.
I walk out of the room.
You see Jimis now holding a book that seems to be a key of some sort.
I got mine. Did you get yours?
What do you mean? There's another 2 doors to check. Oh, by the way, just before I walk through the next door in the line, the key in there's a tent. Walks
I
in.
walk in there.
You see a large tent.
I've just made it a Jim's problem.
You'll pay for that.
I mean, he already got paid to be there.
Yes. And I did help it. He doesn't have to look for it. He already knows what the key is. I am help.
Jimis walks over to B10.
Right?
Is there anyone nearby?
Yeah, there is a Theodore.
I walk over to the Theodore.
What do you say?
Hello, I would like to get that tent.
Oh, you can't have it.
What if I give you one of mine?
This one's a specially made tent.
Alright. Could I borrow it?
Oh, I'm about to head off. Sorry about that.
It'll only be a couple minutes with it.
What could you possibly need for a couple of minutes for?
I just need to show someone that I actually have it. It's basically a key to get me through something.
Right.
You know, magic and that bullshit.
Magic and that bullshit. I mean, magic's not bullshit, it's just boring.
Every time he speaks, Jimis wants to hurt him.
Tell them that they can come over here and you can say that you have found one. I'm not letting you take it.
Can I at least show you what the thing is?
What thing?
The thing I need the tent for.
No.
Can I buy the tent?
No. Unless, of course, you happen to have knowledge on what type of tent this is.
What does the tent look like?
It looks like a tent. It also looks like a tent that would be good for sub-zero temperatures.
Well, it is a pretty cool tent.
No, you're not going to be one of those, are you?
Give me a break.
I already told you that I'm not in the mood to give anyone handouts.
Alright, then what can I do for it?
Nothing. I'm not giving that to you.
10,000, 100,000?
Just go find someone else to be weird with.
Alright, Genesis, you're on this one. Sure,
Be the next turn.
I look at that Theodore. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Alright, roll a d100.
79.
79.
Yep.
Alright, roll a d100.
23.
23, did you say?
Yep.
Alright. The spell backfires. Roll damage. Unless, of course, you wish to roll the saving throw of disadvantage as you're hitting yourself.
35 lightning damage.
Take 35 lightning damage. Gods!
Don't worry, I'm leaving.
The light. Don't worry about you, Genesis. Just enjoy yourself in the corner. You're not actually here now. You see... Jimus. Poppy.
Do you want me to roll perception to see? Wait, you haven't described it yet. Never mind.
I haven't described the next two things. And you shall be up against the same guards.
Alright.
Just let me make sure they're in the same distance away. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, roll initiative.
$18.
Add turn, add turn, add turn, and add turn.
So if Jimison and Genesis rolled the same initiative, would it be Jimus who goes first because he has the higher initiative, or
Yeah.
okay?
Right, I'm just setting order.
Actually, because of the 7th level ability Quick Draw, my initiative is increased by 2.
So then you would have the same initiative.
Yeah.
Alright, Jimus, you're up.
Okay.
Which Actually, I'm just gonna change that now. May as well while I wait.
I drop a fireball there, which only hits those two.
Right. They shall roll dexes.
Oh,
Right. Roll the damage.
29 fire.
29
I
fire.
see within.
They still seem to be alive.
How far is a fireball? Cross?
20 foot.
20 feet.
Yep.
Ah, but your reach isn't that far.
No, it is. I just decided to put it there instead.
Right. It's now this dude's turn. It's the other two's turn. They're going to make attacks on you. What is your AC?
15.
15.
Right. You went from having the highest AC to near about the lowest.
Why's that?
Thing happened with him.
Not wearing the medium armor.
So, you
I'll use my
get hit
reaction for shield.
once. You still get hit once.
Right.
They managed to roll just high enough. As you are going to take 13 psychic damage.
Alright.
Psychic damage. The bane
Yep.
of
Jimus, it's your
barbarians.
turn.
Yep. Fireball.
On all of them now?
Yep.
Right. Dexes. They all fail.
$35 damage.
Right. They all poof. As you find yourself back in outside the front door.
Okay. I'm gonna go into a different door.
Alright, so Genesis, you're
Actually,
going
I'll just
into the door.
I'll go over to the actual cell first.
Rightio. You notice that the tent lock requires the tent to be a lot smaller to actually fit into the lock.
Alright.
What is in the third room, Tox?
The third room, as you open it, it does not actually open, as there is another door in the way.
Wait, what?
There is another door in the way. When you open the first door, there's another door.
I opened the second door.
There's a third door.
Perception.
I opened the doors.
Alright. So, Jimus, you, as you're looking around, you can also see Genesis opening door after 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 door.
After like the 15th door, I'm just.
The doors just keep being opened and opened and opened and opened. And
This
opened
is
and
magic.
opened
This
and
is
opened
your.
and opened and
This
opened
has to
and
do with
opened and
magic.
opened.
That's your doing. That's your business. Walks the fourth door.
Is the exit still there?
The exit is not there, as you did not. You appeared near the location.
Ah,
The doors are sort of in a cross pattern, if that makes any sense.
yep.
A plus sign, if you will.
I'll go to the final one because this is magic. That's your business.
Right, you go to the final one. It's locked.
Jimus will try the key that he's got on the lock that he's got. Like the one lock that's already there.
Put it in, and the lock glows and shatters as the visage gets a little less blurry. And it seems to now be staring at you, whatever it is.
Okay, I'll go into the tent one.
Alright,
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
alright, roll a
Sleight of
lockpick
hand.
or sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. 14.
14 for the sleight of hand.
Yes. Is it a lock that's like dangling there, or is it a lock inset in the door?
Inset.
Okay.
You do not unlock it this time.
Because if it was dangling there, I'd just shoot the fucking lock off. Fuck everything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep trying.
Right, so what do you do inside of the tent room, Jimus?
I walk over to the tent and then inside the tent.
Right, you walk into the tent. What do you do now?
Can I see anything key-shaped in there?
Nope.
Is it just part of the tent that looks like the key?
It is the whole tent that looks like the key.
Right.
It's a
However,
tent
you
shape.
do feel, however, you do, as you've walked in, you do feel a very cold breeze behind you.
I'll turn around.
The tundra is behind you.
I'll walk out.
Right, you walk out. You are now in a very cold location. As you see another Theodore currently with this small pan. There's several artifacts in there, along with a small key. A tent key.
I'll walk over to that.
Yep.
I'll go to pick up that key.
Right, you pick up the key.
Then I'll turn around, walk back over to the tent, and walk back through.
You walk into the tent. What now?
Then I'll try and turn around and take a look to see if I can see the area I came from.
You do.
So is it Silver Tundra out there, or is it the original place?
The original place.
I'll walk out through there.
What were you doing in my tent?
Taking a look around. Think I'm going to get me one of those.
Alright.
Then I walk out. Then I go over and unlock the door. And then I head over to the multi-door one.
I try again and fail.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm watching the clock, and every time just when it changes a minute, I'm just gonna press the button to roll.
Right.
So, Jimis is about to experience. Wait. Inception? 18.
$18 for what?
I'm still trying to unlock the door. I'm just watching the clock. So when it changes a minute, I'm trying again.
Right.
So with the multi-door one, I'm going to open the first door.
Yep.
Is there another door behind it?
Yep.
I'll close the door,
Yep.
and then I'll try opening it again.
Alright. There's still another door.
I'll close it again. These are push doors.
So far, that's what have you tried?
I'll have tried push both times. This time I'm going to
Yep.
try opening it and pulling it.
Right. You open it and you find another room.
I walk inside.
Inside, you see what looks to be a small eatery.
I'll look around for anything key-like.
You see what looks like a small ring.
I'll walk over to that ring and pick it up.
Yep. You see that it doesn't look like a key, but it definitely has a key symbol on it.
Yep, I'll take it.
Right.
Oh,
So, what shall you do now?
I'll turn around and walk out.
Right. You walk out.
Hey!
I'll walk over, unlock the next one.
Now, you may think that that was too easy, but you know.
Push and pull.
I very well felt like that would have taken someone quite a bit to get.
I didn't have any other ideas of what it could be other than that.
Yep. Though, is that the real key? It has a key symbol on it. It doesn't look like a key.
Does a 24 unlock it?
A 24 does unlock it.
Cool. I open the door.
Which way?
Well, first I open it inwards.
Right. There's another door.
Okay. I close the door and I open it outwards.
Right. There's another door. This door does not look like the same door. This door looks like looks much more ornate designed.
I'm gonna wait.
Alright.
Well, actually, I'm gonna turn Jimis and ask him if he wants to do this while I look for the key in that room.
Sure.
Very easy for me to spot things, very hard to deal with this mental bullshit. As Genesis walks over to the third door, he's gonna try to impose his will upon the place again.
Alright, roll a wisdom check.
Wow.
I will show you what this place looks like. Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
So you try to put your will upon it, and it does not work again. Now that slab in the middle is the roof of the cage.
Yep.
Jimis takes the ring over and tries to use it on the lock.
It does not work.
Okay, he walks over to door number 4, one that Genesis was at a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just that I walk over to the cage and take a look at the last two locks, like what it looks like the key is.
He places the ring against the ornate door lock.
So the key on the ornate. No, there is no lock on the ornate door.
Okay, he just places the ring against the door then.
Nothing happens.
And then he tries to open it.
Alright, so you go to open it. So, Jimus, whilst you're doing that, Genesis, you look at the other two keys that are needed. A book has been entered. The tent is a tent. Another one looks like what could only be described as a pine tree. And the last one looks like a mask.
Okay.
As Jimus, you open the door and see a familiar figure.
Oh,
Me standing in the room. No.
I see no.
You see no, and you also see an obsidian of some sort, an obsidian shard mind.
Hello.
Genesis is like looking like
Oh,
past.
Genesis, you can't
Genesis.
see this.
Oh, okay.
You can't see or hear this. So, if you can get your mind into the idea of obsidian once more, you two can coerce with Jimus.
Hello, Obsidian. Hello, no.
Hatman no name. Hatman knows no name. Hatman
Oh,
knows
and if you
sparkly man.
guys want to know who could exert their will upon someone, look no further than the one that came from a mind beforehand.
He's the reason that they're like this.
Hatman knows sparkly man. Hell, Hatman knows sparkly man. Sparkly man, you know Hatman?
No.
No, me no.
I don't. I haven't met him before.
Not yet, you haven't.
By the looks of it, I never will.
Not this you, at least.
So
What Hatman want? Where this?
You are a figment of the being's imagination, and I am looking for a key.
My dad. No, it's never the figment of someone's imagination. He is just there.
What figment?
Do you happen to have a key I can have?
No, has fist.
That might work. Follow me.
Why?
No, it's like when Jim was asked for a key, I just imagined punching him. Key of friendship.
Why? Why Hatman won't no follow him? Hatman won't be no friend?
Now, before we continue, there's a good reason why I didn't bring Tagir in for this. And you guys will see.
What is it you want?
I would like you to open a lock for me, because we're friends.
Hatman won't be no friend.
Yeah.
No punches you.
Roll
Okay.
the attack.
The only feeling Jimus can get from Obsidian is, yep, this happened before.
Oh, it's only a 15.
That still hits.
Unless he does something, just make it not hit.
No, he takes it.
Alright,
Cool.
cool. Roll damage.
That should be right. Yep. You get punched right in the face.
And it is psychic damage once more.
You see, no, just kind of hop from foot to foot and clap.
I always love bringing new characters in. Cameos are always great.
Obsidian walks over to. So, Hat Man, what is it that you want?
I would like a lock opened.
Oh no, not open
Well,
any
the
lock.
lock, you'd
Any
need a
lock
key.
since crevasse.
To open a lock, you need a key. Do you know what the key looks like?
Nope.
Then you are an idiot. Do you have someone I can talk to that isn't?
Nope.
No, it's here.
As both annoying and surprising as it may be, no, you're one of the smartest people I know.
No, not smart. Regal smart.
Regal's an ass.
Regal smart.
Regal!
Roll me a
Regal is
wisdom
an ass.
check, Troy. Roll me a wisdom check as your character.
Is it just a straight wisdom, or
Great wisdom, with advantage, of course, because No has already implanted himself in this mind, somewhat.
No, just exists.
that's only a 12.
A 12.
So-
As he says regal, you swear you see a flash of something appear behind him and then disappear.
Would I?
Obsidian just glares at it as it vanishes.
I create a minor illusion of a lock.
Alright.
I'm looking for those keys.
No, you see that one looks like your mask, as if it were ready to be headbutted.
No would headbutt the minor illusion.
You
That's
see
the
that?
money. Jimmers!
Jim has learned from this mistake once before. He creates his illusions to the right of him. He has been shot through one of the illusions before.
Well, Genesis would have walked into the diner, so
No. No, not able to open lock. Lock not
You've
there.
walked in as well?
oh no, Genesis would have walked into the diner eatery thing.
What?
Hello?
The diner eatery thing?
Where
The little eatery.
the
Oh,
third
right, yeah,
door.
the little cook, the little place,
Yeah.
yeah.
He would have walked in there. Obsidian walks, essentially goes to walk past Jimmers. So
As
where the
Obsidian
hell are-
walks past, he disappears.
Where's Sparkly Man go? Sparkly Man just here. What you do to
As-
Sparkly Man, Hatman?
Obsidian, you reappear.
Sparkly
um,
Man!
As you reappear coming through a door to the right-hand side. You
Well,
that
that was certainly a weird experience.
Yep.
Oh,
Where
no,
are we?
Follow me so that you can headbutt lock.
Where
Where are
are
we?
we?
I'll explain later. Follow me.
You were just shown proof that we can't leave
No.
this room. Apparently.
Sparkly Man walked
Where?
past you, then Sparkly Man just said him.
Oh, we.
Then Sparkly Man walked through door over there. We need to go through that door?
You, I point at Obsidian, are not real. I point at No. You are real. You can follow me. I point back to Obsidian.
second.
You cannot.
Of course
I
no
need-
real. Sparkly Man
I
real
need-
too. Sparkly
I
Man
need
exists.
some- 1 second. I need to bring something up quickly.
Unfortunately, Jimis is correct that you're actually just No's figment of No's imagination. However, you are very, very much still your own character because you play the character perfectly.
Yes, which is why, Jimis, let me just bring that up so I can actually see what the hell it is. Moonbeam.
Right?
And a spell.
Oh, and it's gone.
Interesting. I wonder how many times you can do that.
Old person.
Do what?
A wisdom saving throw from Mr. Obsidian.
Yep.
What happening?
We're gonna go open that lock, aren't we, no?
What lock? Lock not here!
It's out there, I point out the door.
Oh, it's only a 14.
see-
Damn, that's...
You can see the lock that you need to go headbutt.
Oh! That lock.
Yep.
Come on, Sparkly Man, we go hit lock.
Sparkling Man is currently locked up.
Sparky Man says, can you just punch Jimmers for me?
Who Jim?
No, already did that.
Can you just punch Hatman for me quickly?
No, already punch Hatman. That mean Hatman, no friend.
Yes, I know. I just want to test something.
Why
Come
is
on now.
Why is Sparkly Man not moving?
Oh, I wouldn't worry. That will all be fixed. And I'll explain it to you later. Just punch him.
I walk out the door.
Alright. No, do you follow to go punch him? Or do you go to follow to go headbutt the lock? Or do you stay there? You've been given the choice of punch, headbutt, or sit there being bored.
Well, No doesn't like being bored.
He's gonna punch then headbutt.
Yes.
No.
Right? So, no, you go out the door.
Yep.
As that will be the end of your two cameos
Yeah.
for today. As Nose Helmet flies out of the room into a small key shape.
It just flies out and hits the lock.
You see that the key is on the path. You have also noticed that the voids are getting... The void cracks have appeared more around the place. Genesis, back where you are, you can see there's a door to the right.
Inside the eatery thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go... Well, first, I'm going to take a check here. Because if I didn't, I'd be an idiot. Particularly seeing as I know what I'm supposed to be looking for now. $20.
What are you looking for?
A palm tree thing.
Right.
Tell you one palm tree.
You cannot see one in here.
I walk through the door and see to find if I can see
So
another
you
one.
you open the door and you find yourself outside. You find your place. You find yourself in a town. You're not sure what the name of the town is, because you can't see any name for the town. However, there is a clear sign being pointed towards a lumberyard.
Well, I start heading towards the lumberyard.
Alright. Head towards the lumberyard. You eventually make it to this lumberyard. As you can see, Theodore is there. However, Theodore looks slightly different.
Yeah.
He looks like he is dressed for winter, but also looks like he has a little twitch to him, as if something is wrong with him. And his visage is ever so slightly blurry. Just ever so slightly. You can just see it. You know how when you see Daddy Longlegs sort of bouncing up and down on their web?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. The motion blur.
There's a very slight amount of motion blur happening to him.
So he's vibrating.
Seems like it.
Hi.
So,
Sure.
before you
Quick,
continue that, Jimus, you now have 2 keys. What are you doing with those 2 keys?
Walking over to the lock to go put them in.
What 3
Alright.
keys?
He has 2 keys. Jimus managed to get 2 keys, the tent key, and he also got the
I thought he
the
put the
no
10
key. No, he hasn't put the 10 key in yet. So as he puts those 2 keys in, and the visage starts to become more clear, as you can see an individual sort of silhouetted within the cage, staring at you. One of
Does
the
the silhouette
eyes.
have hair?
One of the eyes, yes. One of the eyes glowing purple.
The one I'm looking at just going like,
Yours,
Very
the one
black.
you're in, has now become extra vibraty and almost unrecognizable.
Okay, so zoom in the flash.
But he is still there as he looks over to you.
What was that? I can't. Wondering if you can help me. I'm looking for a palm tree about this big.
Pine.
Pine tree. About this big?
You see a very blurry hand point. You're not sure where the finger is pointing, but you can see 5 palm trees that
Fine.
pine. Why did I say palm? You see
Because
5
of pain.
pine trees that have been knocked over.
Ah. Thank you.
Would have been a hell of a lot easier if he didn't suddenly go real blurry.
Yeah. I walk over to them and now play the ultimate game of see if I can spot which one actually fully looks like the one in there.
Alright. Roll me a perception check. Jimus, while he's doing that, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to try and communicate to this individual?
Asking them who they are.
Who do you think I am?
Suffolk.
You say that name as if it means something to me. Is it meant to?
Yes, it is.
Right. Well, maybe you can tell me once you've released me.
Very well.
So what did you get for your perception check?
29.
Well, that didn't take long. It's the middle one.
Excellent. I
Me
suppose I have
thinking.
to drag it back.
Me thinking, haha, I've put it to 27. You're not going to get that easy. Jimus didn't get that easy before. So 27 is what I'll put it as. First roll. Hmm.
It helps when the
Right.
rolls actually want to help him.
Yeah. As you go over to that one and you go to grab it, it turns into a pine key.
Back. Wave and say thank you. Walking away, going, what?
He said, so the things that he said was, hey, oh yeah, it's the middle one right over there. And then, you're welcome. Those are the things he said, but you didn't hear them.
Like, okay. What the fuck was he saying? So yeah, I had back the pine key.
Radio. So, you're now back, and you find yourself walking through the door, and you can see You can see Jimis is currently staring at the individual as it looks up towards you, a single purple eye staring at you, piercing through the darkness, which is the cage at the moment.
I walk up to the cage.
Right?
I'm gonna put the key in.
Right?
And then I walk back 35 feet. I walk back from the cage so that if it comes to attack me, I'm gonna put a couple bullets in it first.
I open the cage if I'm able to.
Yep. Remembers what purple means.
Sorry, what?
Remembers what purple means.
Mm,
There should be only two of you who do.
mm,
Very bad.
The abyss
what do you
thingy.
mean? It's
Yep, the
great.
abyss. You can have your Zarfix, but he's not going to be the same Zarfix. Because he didn't get trained by a dragon. He got tortured by an individual.
By a
in person-
Jimis.
By Jimis instead. As a wave of abyssal energy washes over both of you. That is where the session's going to end today. For
Fuck.
you two. Because Jimis says he had to go, so I thought I'd give them a cliffhanger.
Thank you.
And the cliffhanger is going to be going up against Abyssal Zarfix. He will not be called Zarfix, though, because he'll be getting an Abyssal name instead.
So I am well within my right to kill him. Good to know.
You're well within your right to try and kill him. If you do kill him, you might just kill the mind completely. You did just
Ooh, I
kind of
wonder-
fracture him to the point where if you left him like this after killing this abyssal form of him, you may just leave him as a babbling mess. Maybe. Who knows?
Ooh, I wonder if this thing's gonna have lair actions.
I mean, it is its own mind, and it just got controlled
Yeah.
completely. So, yeah. Congratulations. This is the second time you've released something with abyssal power, Jimis.
Heck
How do you
yeah.
feel? And see you later for next week.
Hopefully Monday.
We also have to talk about that, don't we?
Yes, we'll need to go over that.
Yeah. Anyway, so Troy,
Yes.
back at your place.
Yep.
It's time for that fight.
What fight?
Fight between me and Cutoff.
Ah, yeah.
One, because I wanted to see what he's actually capable of. The other reason is because Angerfist actually wants to get used to the being about as strong as a fire giant. Tad stronger than a fire giant.
How many people here are in the news fuck, what do you call it?
Only you and me.
Entering the gardens.
Only you and me.
Oh,
Fox
okay.
is part of the server, but I don't think he's
Well, I can-
joining that game.
Fully tell him what my character is.
So, I don't actually have a character sheet ready for him because I was sort of busy this week. So, you can
Fine.
either have a cinematic battle or you can wait next week for the battle. And
I'm
I'll
fine
give
with
you
the
something else.
I'm kind of fine with just a cinematic one.
Kinda doesn't sound like you're 100%. So let's go with something else.
The only reason to
You
say
get a
I'm
knock
fair.
on your door.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
man
I'd
door
go.
as Cutoff opens the door. What do you want?
Hmm?
I'm here to get Mr. Angerfist to sign a contract. He's not interested. He shuts the door. You hear a knock at the door again. Cutoff just sort of sighs, walks over to the door, opens it. It's from, Jack? Who's Jack? He's the one who
Agathis
currently owns Port City.
Agathis would have told him that Jack is the guy that supplies me my alcohol.
So that Jack. Alright. Boss, it's for you.
Yep. Agathis would go down, head splitter on his shoulder, naturally.
Hello, sir.
Are you a man, or are you of age? Sounds like your voice is breaking. Going through puberty or some shit.
I recently fell off something and landed fair sklack on my nuts. I'm usually not this high pitched or this in pain, but rain or shine, I must get this letter to you.
Yeah,
Let you decide it.
Can you not do that to you? Alright, you said it's from Jack?
Yes,
Actually, I don't know that. Who's it from?
it's from
Who's-
Jack from Port City.
Oh.
He has an offer.
I don't know why I just didn't use the sending stone, but official means, I guess, for those people. Alright, hand it over.
He hands it over. Do you shut the door in his face?
Agathis just moves away from the door. I'd say Cutoff does it in his face.
Cutoff does shut it in his face.
Agathis has a read over the letter and its contents.
It says, Dear Angerfist, we here at Port City wish to formally invite you to the unveiling of our newest alcoholic beverage, and we would like you to be the first taster of such a thing. We recently found that we had a new backer who had sent us a large sum of money to create a new drink, and we decided no better person than the one who liberated the company into my hands. And has a signature area.
Fuck it, I have no problem going.
Do you sign it?
Wait. Why does it need my signature? Like, is that just like a signature spot?
Yep.
Agathis gets his sending stone to Jack. And hey, Jack.
Yes.
Apparently I just got this letter from you saying something about a new drink.
Yeah? What about it?
Fucks with this Why is there a signature at the bottom of a letter? Asking if I want to come and drink it.
Well, do you?
Yeah, I do. Naturally,
Then
I want
sign.
to drink. The fuck is the point of the signature?
Trust me, it's great.
Oh, I swear this better not be some sort of lock-in contract bullshit. You know what'll happen if it's some lock-in contract bullshit.
Yeah, and that's why it's not.
You mind if I bring someone who likes that drink
Sure.
as
Are
much
they
as
a Goliath?
Yes.
Good. More Goliaths the merrier.
Does he need to sign it as well?
No, just you. Just make sure you're, holding on to a piece of him. Preferably not coming here holding hands. That'd be weird.
No, if it was going to be something like that, it'd probably be my hand around his throat. Oh, okay. Right. See you in a bit.
See you very soon.
Thank. Yeah. Because he needs to hold onto the thing and him, he's going to put Head Splitter in its actual harness on his back.
Yep.
The thing that gets almost no use.
Alright.
Gonna tell Cutoff that you and I are going for drinks.
Lovely.
Now, lock the door.
He goes over, puts a giant block onto it.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's one of those block door things where you just doom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
where
he,
you just put
then
it.
he places two levers down, which would stop the door from opening even further. So even if the block was somehow removed, those levers would have to be
Yeah.
pushed as well.
All right, come over here.
He moseys on over.
Yeah. Angufus just puts his left hand on his shoulder and does the signing.
Yep. You and him disappear.
Yep.
As you disappear, you see that the letter that you signed just poofs into smoke.
Okay.
As you appear in a large hall of some sort. There are many Goliaths here. You also see Dreamfist there.
Yeah, I think Angufus is slightly taller than him now.
Yep.
Angufus just does like the little wave thing to him, sees if he can spot Jack.
He waves and then does a double take. How'd you get taller?
Is that Dreamfist
Yeah.
or Jack? Thanks. Weird dreamscape. Funny that your name is Dreamfist. Weird dreamscape-esque thing. I don't think it was an actual proper dream. Grimish.
Ah, Gormish, right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. My buddy Axe is an inch taller than me.
Oh dear God, you're getting bigger. I hope you can still fit under the doors frames so that we can have our fight.
Lol.
Well, if I can't fit under them, clearly the door frames aren't going to be there.
Right? You here for the same thing I'm here for?
Drinking. Yes.
He hands you a bottle.
Is this it? Oh right, this is probably going to be port or something. Cut off. I forgot. You don't like wine.
Wait, we're here to drink wine?
I'm assuming it's wine. Might be something else. Oh right, cut off Dreamfist cut off. Or in other words, guy who's currently guarding my guy who's now guarding my place, and person I'm going to fight to the death at some point.
Why don't you fight to him to death now?
Nah, sort of got an agreement. We're gonna fight when my group goes to take over the city where he's got his arena.
Oh. That's a bit boring.
I see it more as just savoring the anticipation for the fight.
No. You see that there is a stage that is about 7 foot tall.
Yep.
On the ground, and you see some lights go onto it as you see running out from the side is Jack as he sort of runs past the stage, running across to the other side. And then you see a couple of people run past following him. And then one person stops and goes up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with you. It appears that someone has stolen the new recipe. We'll be back. And he runs off stage.
Angerfist's eye twitches.
Dreamfist looks at you.
Was brought for alcohol. Was promised alcohol.
All right. Well, you got the gold standard. Well, you got platinum standard from me. So you got your alcohol.
Oh, that's what he handed to me, the platinum standard.
Yeah, he handed you the platinum
Yep.
standard. He
Cool.
he then shuffles away from the group. I'm gonna go see if I can go do the lawful thing and try and stop whatever's happening. You enjoy sitting here and being lazy.
Oh, you misunderstand. I'm going to wring the neck of whoever is postponing me drinking this new drink.
Oh, then we can team up. He chuckles. First one to find him gets to do what they want with him.
Sure. We'll do it that way. Potter,
Yeah?
go see if you can find some whiskey. Or you can help. I don't particularly care which.
I think I'll just stay here. I was promised alcohol. I'm gonna wait here.
That's fair.
He sort
And,
of just lies down on the ground and puts his arms behind his head as he just lies down looking up at the roof.
Angerfist is first gonna go and see Jack. See if he can get any information about whoever might have about this. Given that he has no idea who the person who stole the recipe is going to look like. So yeah, Angerfist goes to find Jack first.
So you go off. Roll me 2 things. First, initiative.
17.
Alright, so you go first. Roll perception check.
Nine.
Right. Well, that was short-lived.
Wait, what?
That was short-lived.
Dreamfist find him quite handily, I'd say.
I rolled the stealth for the individual. I then rolled perception. And because the individual is in question who has the perception check is proficient,
Oh, damn.
So after a minute of looking around, you see Dreamfist currently just has someone by the by the back of the shirt, just walking them over to you.
Eggfist tisks.
I found it. He says in
Yep.
German. I found it.
Does it have the fucking recipe?
I already gave that back to Jack.
Good. So what are you going to do with it? You found it. Rule says you get to Rule said you get to decide what you're doing.
Well,
What to do with it?
I wanted to bring him over here and have you break one of his arms.
Oh! Gladly.
Right? He puts
Thank you.
the individual down in front of you, and he talks in common again. Now, you're going to get punished, and the good news is you have someone here who isn't worried about law. So, you know, he looks up at you sweating. This creature looks up at you sweating.
Tell me, which arm is your dominant arm?
Left, sir?
Just no. Like, are you lying to me? Because I'm going to break your non-dominant arm.
No, sir. My left is my dominant arm.
Good. Eggfist breaks his left arm.
You break it as you start screaming. I thought you said you wouldn't break my dominant arm.
I was making sure it was your dominant arm.
He asks in Giant, are you gonna make the joke or am I?
You do it.
Well, now your dominant arm is right. He says to this individual as they pick them up. Now let's get you back to a cleric, heal you up, and take you to the proper authorities. Who actually owns this place now? Is it the Misfits? I think it's the Misfits. They're the proper authorities here now, aren't they? That's weird to
Nope.
say.
Nope. The closest thing to a proper authority. Oh, yeah. Besides Misfits, keeping what they consider their peace or order. The closest you'll get to that is Jack. Tell me, creature, why did you steal that recipe?
That there's a rival place, and I was going to be paid 10,000 gold for it.
Okay. Where is this rival place?
It's a place called
Now, keep in
Hill
mind.
Pass.
Keep in mind. If you lie to me again, I will find. If you were lying to me, I will find you and break your knees.
It's Outlook or Hill Pass. I don't remember which one.
Yeah, look a hill pass. Yeah, that'll do.
You see on him there is a small bottle of alcohol on him.
I'll grab the small bottle.
Right. It says Hill Pass Distillery.
Oh, that swings it more towards Hill Pass, I guess.
The Dreamfist then takes the kid away. Hill Pass is in New Xyloth. That's territory you haven't been to yet.
I'll get to it.
You have a lot of big ambitions. He stops as he grabs a sending stone. What do you mean happened at Midville? What do you mean it looks like? What do you mean it looks like some sort of battleground?
Angifist has a knowing grin.
Blood everywhere? Groomish? The Marauders? He looks over at you. Do you know anything
Okay.
about this?
Well, he would tell by the knowing grin.
You can
Oh,
elaborate.
well, let's just say the Marauders have a new. What did he call it? Harold's Chieftain? In, my buddy Axe.
Axstaff. Wasn't that the other Goliath that was slaughtered along with all the other individuals?
No,
No?
I don't believe.
I swear I cut him down myself. Well, not cut him down.
Well, something allowed him to live that day. I know Axe told Angerfist his backstory.
Yep.
Did he mention would that,
He only
would that
knows
have,
that he was the last alive. That was the
Okay,
thing
yeah.
he knew. He just found out who spared his life, and he killed them
Okay, yeah.
just recently.
well,
Speaking of which, Cody, are you here?
Yeah, I'm listening in.
Did you hear
Yeah.
what's going on right now?
Yeah.
The person
See-
who knocked you down is now finding out you're alive.
even
Yeah.
though this is the second time Angerfist has said, like, his buddy Axe.
It's only hit him now.
Yeah. Like, well, apparently you didn't do good enough a job.
He sort of pinches the bridge of his nose. Alright, you got 5,000 gold.
Yeah.
Creature's yours if you have it, if you take it, if you give me that money.
Why do you need the money?
Teleport.
You need to tell people who the new Howled Chieftain is, don't you?
Nope. I need to go investigate. Why'd I make the job for myself any easier? That's boring. You're
Keep
starting
in
to
mind-
learn more. You're starting to learn more about how bullshit this dude is.
Yeah.
He's not stupid justice. He's lazy justice. But he's also not lazy justice either.
He is casual justice. Oh, fuck it.
He was speaking in giant when he was saying this, by the way.
Yeah, like, I assumed
Oh,
everything
also,
you did.
so do you give him the 5k?
Yeah.
Right. He hands you he hands you this individual that looks like they are 5 foot.
Yep.
Right. Oh, by the way, I only needed 2,500. The other amount is because I'm missing out on being able
The
to try out
alcohol,
this new
yes.
drink. So you can thank your friend for costing you that money. As he places it in a sack. Is it in a sack? Yeah, it's in a sack. And the sack
Angerfist would have
glows.
handed it over in a little sack.
Yeah, it glows as he sort of disappears in front of you.
Angerfist is going to take the creature to Jack. He's kind of just holding it by its head.
So you get it over to you take it over to Jack. So that's the rapscallion?
Yep. Apparently was hired by a distillery in New Xyloth.
Right.
Hill Pass.
So what you gonna do with him?
Well, I was thinking of stringing its neck,
Right.
but there's always more creative things to do. Also, thought that you might have wanted a bit more information from it. that anything.
I'd like to know how much they were going for.
Well,
Hey there, little buddy. You want to tell me how much you were being paid? I 10,000. Well, don't you have a great offer? He looks up to you, and he just sort of he just sort of puts his hands on the person's ears. Hey, I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna send you like 3 platinum standards and a whole shipment of this new stuff. In return, you let me do what I want with this dude. Alright,
Don just
so
drops. He just dropped. Like
he
just.
says before you drop it, he says just hold on to him for a little longer. Alright, so
Okay.
he lets go of the ears. Alright, so you have 2 choices. One, we see what it looks like when we see what it looks like when you crawl around with 2 broken legs and 2 broken arms. Or I can get you healed. You work for me. You go back there. I give you a sending stone, and you read out every single thing they have. Their ingredients, what they use, how they make it, and I'm going to find out how to make it better, and I'm going to crush this competition.
Oh, I haven't seen someone crawl around on their broken limbs in a long time.
I'll work for you. Doesn't sound like there's enough conviction. Sound like enough conviction to you?
I don't know. Was that enough conviction to make sure I don't break your other arm?
Please, don't do that. I promise I'll work for you. I promise. Who do you promise to? I promise to Pelor. Pelor? Do I look like Pelor? Do I look like Pelor? Angerfist, do I look like Pelor?
Run by me again. Who the fuck is Pelor?
He's some god of agriculture or something.
Really? About the only gods that I've heard about lately has been that fucking Helm. Is his name Helm?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
whatever.
Helm,
Fuck.
I know that one.
Helm,
He's meant to
that
be
dog.
the one who was meant to be protecting people, but as you see, I was kinda... Yeah, he sort of shows a scar. I was kinda tortured by my father, so that didn't exactly go too well, did it?
Yes, and the only other god I've really had anything to do with lately is Grimace.
Oh, Gurmish, you mean the one that has been ravaging places unlike here and has been rather chummy with the misfits?
Rather chummy with the Marauders. It just so happens that one of my strike team is now the Herald Chieftain.
Oh, look at that, we have this much power, so with a little more conviction this time. Yes, I'll work for you. I'll work for the Herald Chieftain. No, you're not working for the Herald Chieftain, you're working for me. What's my name? It's just, your name is, Jack, right? Yes, but do you know my full name? No. Break his other arm. Actually, no, break a leg. I need his other arm.
Fingerfist raises an eyebrow.
Well, he needs
Like,
to sign something, doesn't he?
oh, that is true. That is true. Now, what kneecap do you like the most? Because you're going to be seeing it very soon.
I'll just do one of them. He doesn't seem like he's talking much anymore.
Eggfist breaks the right one.
Snap like a twig. As this individual screams out in pain. Alright. Let me make it clear. My name is Jack Daniels. And you will remember that. Did you even know his last name?
No, Angus didn't.
So the asshole that you didn't the asshole's last name he has forsaken for his mother's last name, which is Daniels.
Nice. Makes sense that he's getting more into the alcohol business now.
As he then presents a contract on a piece of paper, on a clipboard and a quill. Your name here, your initials here, and just put a little X here. He does it without even reading. As Jack smiles, and he hands you it to let you read.
Oh, Angus will read.
It says, I, name that he put down, have pledged my service to Jack Daniels and shall serve him without question and without pay if he chooses so. And I shall accept any mission I am sent on. Blah, 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 just a whole bunch of legal stuff. That means that he can't get in trouble. And then you get to the end and you see the initial and the X saying that I have read and understood all terms and conditions of my job. It doesn't say anything about days off. It doesn't say anything about sick days. It doesn't say anything at all. Alright, good.
Angus nods in appreciation.
He grabs the contract off you again. Alright. First, you're going to be working off your debt that you'll be owing me. What debt? The debt for healing your broken leg and broken arm. Well, but you caused the broken...
Actually, I think you'll find he didn't cause the broken leg or arm. I did.
Exactly. So, if you become too much of a nuisance for me, I'll hand this contract over to someone who is a little less forgiving than me. I think they just became a prince, didn't they, Angerfist?
Oh yes, Jimis. You can always do with more slaves.
And I hear he doesn't play well with people who don't listen to him.
He absolutely hates people who don't listen to him. Hell, I'm half surprised he hasn't tried to kill me yet.
Drop him on the floor.
Angus does.
We've got something to do. You go crawl yourself over as he sort of writes on a piece of paper, signs it, throws it at him. Go take this to the cleric and get yourself healed. Crawl on my hand and leg? If that's how you're going to do it, go ahead. You can cry and beg for someone else to help you, but I'm sure that everyone's a little pissed off that you just caused a ruckus.
Oh yes, there's quite a few annoyed Goliaths in the other room. See, we Goliaths don't like it when people stop us from getting our drink. In fact, you're quite lucky that it was me and Dreamfist and I that came after you. Who knows what state you would be in if it was anyone else?
Of course. Anyway. Angerfist, without further ado, I need you with me.
Gladly.
You follow him, and he points to a keg bottle thing. It says Goliath Port.
Angerfist would grab it. He would also mention that mention Cutoff is like, oh, I've actually met a Goliath that's not fond of wine. Don't know why. Might be worth branching into the other alcohols.
Well, we're about to, aren't we?
Yeah, I dare say we are.
However, this isn't the only drink that we're going to be presenting today. We also have the latest that was also produced, which is called. He goes through a few of his. He's got those little cards that have words on them.
Yeah.
Somewhere around here, it is called Evergreen. Evergreen rum.
Ooh. Sounds
Apparently, someone called Adrian Evergreen has asked for this to be made.
good.
Says that he poured all his life savings into this. Because
Yeah.
he believes that he died a bit ago, which is weird, but you know, I'm not going to say no to making new drinks as long as it tastes good.
Technically, Adrian very nearly did die when I tore his arm off.
Right?
Who knows? Maybe he'll get to a point in the Misfits where he can talk to you as equals. If
Well,
he
if his
plays his
drink
cards
works,
right.
if his drink works well, I'm sure I'll be having chats with him.
Good. He actually knows some stuff. Smart enough to surrender to circumstances.
And finally, we have this last drink. The Misfit Maker. Best part about this is that this drink is just it's just the best. It's just the best stuff to knock you on the ass. Pretty sure there are other places that call it Goon, but I'm changing the name. It's no longer Goon. It's now the Misfit Maker.
Meta, tell me, does it come in bags?
He's pointing to a cardboard box with a bag in it. It's the cheapest
Weird
stuff
container.
it's the cheapest stuff I'm ever gonna sell.
Make it.
2 copper for 5 liters.
Oh, people are gonna get fucked up with that if they don't know how to handle their drinks. Might even fuck up those who can handle their drinks if they drink too much.
Yep,
And at
that's why
that
it's called the
price,
Misfit Maker.
it'll be easy to get a lot.
Of course, it's cheap and nasty, never the good stuff.
Good.
And those are our 3 that we're rolling out. Port, what is
Rum.
considered Goon, and Rum.
I shall not be. I'm not even going to touch that Misfit Maker shit.
Oh, don't worry, I have someone here that's going to be touching that, and one that was here to take the rum, but they had to go back to the continent to the east because apparently things are going down there.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate for
apparently
them.
some sort of end of world scenario. You know, people are so
over dramatic.
Over dramatic. It's just like if it's the end of the world, wouldn't we see it now?
Exactly.
Anyway, we're gonna need someone who can taste the rum.
Buzz off.
Alright. A minute later, Cutoff comes over. What?
Rum.
Oh, sweet. The Evergreen rum is in the shape of a hammer. By the way,
Nice.
it's like a small hammer thing.
Yeah. I pass him this. Actually, he probably gets handed the evergreen thing.
Alright. And you see a goblin appear and grab the goon.
Angus nods like, yes, that is the correct being to drink that.
Oh, I know you. You're the Towering Terror, aren't you?
That's what I've been called lately.
After the drinking, can you sign something for me?
I guess I don't normally sign things.
Oh, that's
It's more
cool.
my brother's
All I need you to do is kind of like, slightly cut my arm. That's gonna end horribly, and you know that.
Oh yes. Angus is thinking, do I try and find like a kitchen knife?
You just take off his arm. Is that enough to be like, oh my god, it's perfect, as he starts bleeding out. I can't believe
Well, his Agathis would not be one to.
However, this goblin does look like they have worked out somewhat, so they don't look like a cowardly goblin.
They don't look like Newbeck.
They don't look like Newbeck. In fact, they smell much nicer than Newbeck. Not in the they wash every day sense, but they wash at least weekly.
Yeah. Because whilst Agathis is the only person I think in the entire party that can stand the smell of Newbeck, it is still not pleasant.
Yeah. So, Jack then says, "May I please introduce to you the three new top of the line drinks. First, for the Goliaths, we have Goliath Port," as he sort of gestures for you to come on stage.
Agathis comes out, just sort of holding it, raises it.
This 2-gallon jug,
Fucking hell.
made into the design of a barrel, is my gift to Goliath kind. May it knock you on your ass, and watch as any other race drinking it can't finish it.
That cue for Agathis is just drink it.
Is it? Do you want
Agathis
to?
is gonna take it as it is.
Right, so you take off the cork with a satisfying pop coming out from it, and the smell already smells like something between Gold Star and Platinum Standard. Oh, sorry, Gold Standard and Platinum Star. It's somewhere in the middle.
Well, bottoms up, drink.
So you take a swig.
Yep.
And oh boy, this already is a new experience. The flavor not only hits but lasts. Like all the best parts of it stay.
Taking a swig. He takes another before saying, "Now that is a good drop of port."
He then says, and then we have the Evergreen Rum, as coming out from behind to the stage is Cutoff. Evergreen Rum is brought to you by the fine folks of Way Off. As Cutoff just sort of grabs the top, twists it off, and takes one swig, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Not made specifically for the Goliaths, but definitely made to help flavor other drinks, if you wish. As Cutoff sort of just looks around, and he smiles. I like this. More. I want more. And then he gestures, and now for the goblin. As the goblin comes out, who has the new misfit maker. As the Goliaths just look around, and then they look down and they see one other goblin there. I paid top dollar to get in here. Believe it or not, you, the goblin, and Cutoff were the only people who didn't pay 2,500 to enter. And with about 60 individuals in there, you can tell that this was a very lucrative thing.
Oh yes.
As he takes the goon bag, opens the top. Well, not opens the top, opens the little hatch and just starts drinking copious amounts from it. As he sort of falls over and you see some of it start falling out, and he's just sort of sitting there with a smile on his face. He clearly sent himself blackout drunk. The bag looks 3/4 empty. And don't think that because you paid so much to see, you would not be able to taste yourself. He gestures as you see behind the scenes. You see people letting go of ropes as tables come down, and behind those tables are small shelves filled with mostly just most of evergreen rum and Goliath port.
Yeah.
Now enjoy yourselves. You do not see any of the misfit maker.
Yeah. Agathis would nod like that is a good choice. These Goliaths would get pissed off if they had to drink that shit stuff. Especially when there's much better options.
So
I'm assuming Cutoff has already left the stage and has gone to the closest one that has evergreen rum.
he jumped off the stage and went over and he just grabbed 2 of them and then walked off.
Yeah.
You go grab another, or are you done with this place?
I mean, Angathis is going to go grab another.
Idea. You grab another.
Maybe see if you can get that
Because you only took 2 swigs, and
oh yeah.
So you just grab another, just like, this is for the road.
Effectively.
Yep.
He's going. No. Even if the goblin did the goblin said that they paid top dollar.
Yep.
To get in this place, was it finely dressed at all? For a goblin.
The goblin is wearing tattered, finely dressed clothes. I'm talking like the shirt they're wearing is like all tattered, but it is clean. It has a bow tie. It has broken pants and broken shoes.
Yeah, fuck it, that's still good enough.
And it's wearing a monocle with no glass in it.
Fuck it, that's still good enough for Angathis to tell him to, like, maybe the goblin should get in contact with the Baron Gore about business.
Good idea. Who's Baron Gore?
A goblin, like you. But quite a bit richer and on the lookout for business partners.
And do. What?